I am from Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I've been living in Barbados for almost 7 years now. It's been an exciting ride. I've learned a lot and experienced a lot in the past few years, and Barbados feels like home. So when we talk about the different aspects of what it's like to be a Canadian living in Barbados, and specifically a white Canadian living in Barbados, it's been a bumpy yet easy ride, because I don't necessarily see myself as any different, which can sometimes cause a problem and sometimes be a real blessing.
And then in my own life, whenever I was in primary school, we moved to a small town in Texas. And even though segregation was long gone off the books, the town was still very segregated. Every black person in the town lived in the projects. And the projects were a terrible place. There was no grass. If you wanted to play outside, it was in the dirt. And worst of all, it was downwind of the meat packing plant. So it smelled terrible. My dad was a Baptist minister, and we had something called Vacation Bible School. And my father wanted to invite all the kids in the town, have a bicycle parade, have us decorate our bicycles with crepe paper and drive through town and hand out invitations to everybody to go to Bible school. But by everybody, he included the children who lived in the projects. And some people in the church were fine with that, but there were a couple of powerful deacons who said that if he did that, they were going to starve us out. They were going to stop paying him. And my father said, if you can show me in the Bible where it says these children aren't invited, then I'll change my mind. But if you can't, then I'm going to go ahead and invite them. And if you choose to stop paying me, then that's fine, because you're not my provider, God is. So we had our bicycle parade, and we rode through town with the crepe paper flying and rode into the projects. And I don't think there was probably ever a more surprised group of people to see the white preacher walk into the projects, handing out invitations, shaking their hand, and all these little white children with the bicycles decorated, handing out invitations for Bible school. And the big deal that year was we had a snow cone machine, and some of the kids came, and we all sat and ate snow cones together and had blue tongues at the end of the day. So I guess when Marcy and I were talking, we were both of us feeling like race has entirely too much bearing on how we treat each other. In the year 2000, Dr. Venter and the scientists at the National Institute of Health came out with a draft of the human genome, and all of the scientists unanimously declared that there's no such thing as races. We're one race, the human race.
So I've learned, and I've met, and I've been introduced to so many people since I've been here, and they've been from such different backgrounds with such different views, and I think it's a privilege. I feel like I get to see the best of every angle of this island. Work-wise, my job allows me to go into churches and encourage people to go out and do what God's called us to do, and I don't get to pick and choose or see who would be the best, but God helps reveal that to us. And some of the things that I get to see is that God has no specifics. He's not like, I'm going to use you because you come from this background, or because you have these physical features. Now, when I say that, I should take back that God does use people with special looks and special backgrounds to reach certain people. He's created us unique, which is so cool.